All right, and welcome back to our SEGA Saturn series swell, swanky spotlight stuff.
Indeed.
I believe that's the name of our of this playthrough, and of our coverage of Nights into Dreams in particular.
Yep.
We don't have much left in this game, but we actually do have quite a bit of ground to cover before the night's up.
Yeah. I guess it depends on if you consider Christmas Nights to be a part of the same game or not, which it's not really, but it kind of is.
A little bit about that. So, if you're playing this off of Steam, then the Steam release does include the base version of Christmas Nights. And I'll get a little bit more into that and what that means once we switch over to that game, but it is included as a bonus feature. But back in the Saturn days, you would need a separate disc for Christmas Nights, which was a separate demo promotional release. So it did...
When you say the base version, what does that mean? Did Nights come with a promo disc or a demo disc for Christmas Nights? Well,
no. So Nights into Dreams came out, I want to say July of '96. Going pretty well. Hope you're doing all right. So Nights into Dreams came out July of '96. Sonic Team immediately started work on Christmas Nights as a promotional holiday thing, which apparently led to the weird situation of I forget which staffer mentioned it, but the very bizarre situation of it being August and having jingle bells and stuff just pumping through the studios. Apparently a very confusing time to work for Sonic Team.
No fair.
But they spent a few months developing Christmas Nights, released its holiday season of '96. But depending on what part of the world you were in, it came out in a different way. In Japan, I believe it was mostly a limited release pack-in deal with SEGA Saturns. So if you got a Saturn in the holidays of '96, it would come bundled with Christmas Nights. In Europe, it was released. It was first released as a promotional deal. If you bought 2 SEGA Saturn games at select retailers, they would throw in Christmas Nights as a bonus.
Okay.
Later on, it was included as a pack-in deal with the official SEGA magazine, whose name I forget. In the US, it was a similar magazine deal, or a similar mail-in deal where you could, I forget the promotion with whom it was through, but you could send in to get it in the mail. It was also available as a rental at Blockbuster.
Right, but you said the Steam version came with the base version, which implies that there was, in the 90s, originally 2 versions of the game. So there was this promotional version that you're talking about, but what was the quote-unquote base version?
That gets a little more complicated. Basically, to be honest, it'll be a little clearer once we get to Christmas Nights itself. So I'll put a pin in that for now. For now, let's round out this base game.
Yes, fair enough.
Now, I put us in a little bit of a weird position by having us tackle the final stages of this game as the first thing we're doing as part of the stream. So, because they represent a little bit of a shift from the rest of the play.
Okay.
So, just as a quick little exercise before we get into it, I'll ask you to remember the general gameplay flow of each of these previous stages. We played as one of the kids. We jumped into each of the dreamscapes as a kid. We were immediately ambushed and had 4 of our 5 ideas abducted. We used the last of our ideas to free knights. Knights we controlled as they flew around the stage, releasing the remaining ideas. If we were too slow with knights, we would turn back into the kid and have to do stuff as the kid. But if we cleared everything as knights, then we could, or once we got all of the ideas, then knights took off and fought a boss. That was the general template of it. You are the kid, you free knights, and then you play as knights.
Uh-huh.
Now that being, with that established, who should we be? We'll want to be both, but who should we start as? We can be Claris, which is how it's pronounced, or we can be Elliot.
Do we want Claris or Elliot, chat?
Also, hi, Boom Gardner.
Hello.
Started with
We
Claris
started
last.
with
Yeah, let's do Elliot. Okay.
Fair enough.
Twin Seeds, the growth.
Okay.
Yep. Uh-oh.
What did you even do?
I got launched away.
By
Can't
what?
get. I don't know, but I can't get to knights.
I
Well,
honestly don't know if that was a cutscene or
nothing
not.
to
or if
do.
you did some...
But to fly.
Okay.
We no longer need knights.
All right.
We don't have the cool guy loops, but, you know. Also, we need to hustle because that timer does not restore itself. And obviously, there is no ground, so we gotta go. Alright, got what we need.
Are you supposed to avoid the balloons or collect them?
Avoid them. This stage is on a very strict time limit, so anything that deters us from our... anything that deters us from our path of getting to the end is no bueno as a matter of course. But I do want to. There we go.
I kind of wish all the levels were sort of like this. Like, I get why they aren't, so that you can have the plot with the kids needing knights, but like, I kind of just wish it was a simple fly through and try to get the high score and try to beat it in the time limit. Especially since those were the introductory levels, and they're a lot more confusing than this is.
I'm about to fumble.
But like this level's hard, but it's very straightforward in what you have to do.
Yes, indeed. There's no animation of or there's no game over animation of us falling to the city, so don't worry about that. Let's try that again.
Seems like they could get the same effect from it resetting by just dumping you back to the title screen instead of having all the logos appear and everything. But
it's weird because it's a bit inconsistent about that. Sometimes it gives you all the logos, sometimes it only gives you some of them.
Yeah.
Alright, 20, that's all we need. You can see as well, there's no bonus time in this stage, so no point in trying to pace it out or anything. You just gotta go for the gusto.
Yeah. Maybe they could have had like an intro stage that was like this, but a lot easier. And then like there was a plot point where the kids lost their confidence and needed knights and building back up to this or something like that. They could have done something like that, I feel.
I like that.
Is it fair to call this a vibes game more than anything else? To a certain extent, but I do think it's a legitimately good score tech game too.
I think the analogy I've made in the past is this is definitely the studio's attempt at an art house game. In consequence, feeling a bit like if suddenly out of nowhere you had a version of Pikmin on the Super Nintendo. Like, it's really reaching for stuff. I don't quite know that it's able to attain everything that it's shooting for, but by God is it shooting for the moon.
I think it's mostly that the gameplay and the themes are not super congruent. Like, it's a pretty fun score tech game, and it's a cool art piece, but those two things don't really gel that much with each other. It feels like you could get pretty much all of the artistic value out of this from a short animation. And as a video game, it comes against it because it's very unclear from someone just starting it out what you're supposed to be doing and what
or from a Twitch stream, yes.
Or how you get better at the game.
Kind of along the lines of what we were running into last time. of this game doesn't really do a good job explaining itself. Incidentally, I
Yeah.
think what it's trying to communicate there is it's a little hard to see, but there's a fadey JPEG of Wise Man appears on the screen, and that's what's repulsing us from Knights.
And I think it also helps if it's like, we talked about this last time, don't view it as like an objective look into what makes streams, but more just like, these are the developers' closest approximations to what they thought their dreams were like, and making that into a video game.
Yeah, I have to say, I've really been thinking about that read of it, the game a lot over the last week. I really like that. I really think there's merit to that as a take on it.
Yeah. Because like I said last week, it does strike me as something that a video game developer would dream a lot about, because of all these assets and like understanding how the game world flows into each other, and important considerations when you're staring at a screen doing level design for hours and hours and hours. But maybe not the exact things the average person would be dreaming about constantly. Because I'll be upfront and say I don't really have dreams like this. They can be surreal, but usually it's a lot more goal-oriented. I'm trying to accomplish something instead of just vibing in the sky, collecting stuff.
I cannot keep a straight line to save my life here. Okay, just a couple more. One more. Come on, give it to me. Thank you. Now how do I, where am I going? Whoop. Oh, down there I guess. There it is. Come on. Alright, and now we can finally punch through Wise Man's barrier, and... Oh, I actually have to hit the button here. And Claris comes to join us. We both work together and save Knights.
Okay, I don't know how they're connected at all within their respective plots, but okay.
Pivotally, they have never met each other in real life. They've just both been called to the dreams by the Knightopians.
Uh-huh.
And now we are both knights. There's Wise Man. Alright.
I feel also this game really needs like a, it needs to have Alice actually exist in the normal world before she goes down the rabbit hole, if that makes sense. So we have that as a comparison point. It feels like there's very little of this game that isn't part of the dream.
Well, there was the attempt at that with having the kids' backstories, but...
A little bit, but with no dialogue and everything, a kid might not even understand what those scenes were all about. But also, like, they don't they don't make a huge connection of all of this dream stuff and how that might help with the real world. It's like they have that scene of them, and then the actual connection to that scene and most of the game is all in the manual.
Yeah. Oh, I'm about to run out of time. Come on! Oh, no, we got him.
Oh.
Nice.
I gotta say, the music is always such a... I don't know what to feel about it. It's so mellow, and it's... like it's such a vibe shift. But I kind of dig it.
Alright, and we resolved Elliot's story. We did it.
Oh, yeah, basketball. That's what this was about.
You totally forgot. It's alright. He now has bravery. He can play basketball, even though he got trounced yesterday. But this tool...
He also has a dislocated thumb.
Well, it was 96. Eddie 3D was impressive. Bam!
What? Oh, yeah!
Yeah! Yatta! See, do we get it here? Oh, we do get it here. Okay. Are you ready for Are you ready for this?
With the power of knights, you too can dunk a ball.
I don't think you're ready for this. Well, that is game.
The best viewers do not have to be recommended by a bot. Thank you very much. Names. Fancy.
Surprise reveal of last names.
Again, I have to remind you that most, like 95% of the people playing this probably have no clue what a NiGHTS is, even after getting to this point.
Yeah. I don't like the vocals on this song. Well, they're children.
Yeah, I could forgive it. I don't hate it. It's actually pretty solid considering children and mid-90s. So, yeah, I'll forgive it. scowl. I do like how they integrate the motif of the main motif of the game into it right there.
Yeah, I've always been fond of that. I'm sure once this is a VOD, I'll have had to dealt with copyright claim on this song.
And I just gone through the whole game, and I still don't, with a lot of helpful context provided by my co-host, and I still do not remember any of these enemies.
Oh, yeah, no, these are guys that we blitzed by.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're on bosses now. You remember these guys.
Okay, I remember the bosses at least. He was odd.
This is the guy that everyone likes from Star Wars, right?
I think the reason I don't like it is because I can hear it on other floors of my house. For the same reason I don't like Kavenzane Wallace as a singer.
So, wait, did you just, like, leave your laptop downstairs and then schlep upstairs just to test that?
Well, no, she couldn't have schlepped because that was the name of one of the enemies.
Oh, excuse me. I had to go to the bathroom. Ah, okay. Got it in one. Thank you for playing. Try Claris's Dream.
You're not the boss of me.
So, in other words... Oh, wait, hold up. Very important context. There you go. That explains everything, doesn't it? But I think what they were going for is that the cityscape that you see knights in and that the Twin Seeds stage takes place in is supposed to be the town that Elliot and Claris live in.
So knights penetrated into the real world?
Well, he was transparent, so... Or, they were transparent, so no... more of, they're always there with you. It's like Tintin, but blue. I could see that with Elliot.
So it's more along the lines that Elliot was just going insane there.
Don't make me laugh while I'm taking a drink. Alright, but as you saw, this is the first in Sonic Team's long storied history of making you play the same game multiple times with multiple characters for the true ending. So, we do owe it to ourselves to try Claris's Dream.
I guess Sonic Adventure really did tie into this directly. It's weird to think about.
See, there's Wiseman, and he's like, no!
Kind of Sonic 3 and Knuckles too, but that's really two separate scenarios that aren't... There's no final scenario in that game.
Well, there is, but it's Sonic's.
Well, yeah.
No real surprises here. This is the same stage as it was for Elliot.
Huh. That's a little disappointing. Just kept it exactly the same, huh?
Pretty much.
At the very end, that's like, oh boy, that last level was really cool. And now I've gone through the entire game again with this other character. I wonder what this one could be. Oh, it's just the same one. Okay. Kind of deflates it a little bit, I have to say. But on the other hand, this is maybe the best level, so I guess if they are going to copy one level, I'm glad it's this one.
Like, I don't know. Like, yes. Are there better ways to communicate the idea of what this game is going for here? For sure. But I'm not going to pretend I didn't feel something the first time I played it, and I realized, oh, the kids have finally grown onto their own. They no longer need knights to
oh yeah,
to do things
thematically it's great. For sure. And like even gameplay-wise, I think it's coming together the closest out of everything. I do wish they would have had it different in some way between the two characters, even if they were related somehow. Like maybe have since the other character shows up at the end to help the character you play as out, maybe they could have them coming from opposite sides and they reconvene back at the same place.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Alright, let's try something different here. Alright. There we go. There we go. A lot easier. Unlike Sonic, the lower route is the easier one.
Sonic 2 can't make up its mind on that.
Oh, and the boss is the same as well.
Exactly the same this time. Even the character model isn't different. They just... it's under the pretext that we're playing as someone else, although internally we are not.
Fight! 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 Yeah! I got the little whirly dude. Nope. I guess he randomizes his attacks.
So wait, do you need to be moving at a certain speed to damage the boss?
I think we both need to be there.
Yeah.
We defeated him.
I don't think it's that so much as that you have a time limit and he keeps pushing asteroids at you to hopefully slow you down. But it's pretty generous, I think.
Alright, now are you ready for Claris's ending? I don't know why she passed out under a tree.
She looked like a fish.
but the dreams are real. In fact, that is actually the true ending, I believe, of us seeing Nightopia completely cleaned of nightmares.
Oh.
Anyway, this is her character-specific ending.
Why did she have a vision of the other guy vanishing from existence?
Because I don't know.
She remembered it from when she was dreaming, interacting with him, I suppose.
All right. Here we go. You remember that her whole thing was that she was trying to work up the courage to, well, do this.
He had stage fright.
Yes.
There you go.
But she's got bravery now.
Sorry, we're gonna need someone else, someone who does more than just go la 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 la.
She did it so beautifully. Oh, this is also the true ending. Part of the true ending.
Fortunately, you do need more than just confidence to be a good artist. Eee. The 90s, but they do got a serious case of Teletubby face going on.
A little bit. Basically, this is when the kids first met in person. This is really good production value for a stage play.
Yeah, I have no idea how they did those effects.
Or maybe they were in the dream the whole time. The twin dreams.
Okay, but he
really
isn't
makes
gonna
you
do
think,
something.
don't it?
He isn't gonna do something impressive too, like show off his sick basketball skills.
Nah, man.
I don't know. She can do better than him, I think.
Well, they're like 12. Okay. And because we get the true ending, we get different credits. Well, not that different of credits.
Uh-oh. Are you there?
I'm here.
I've been disconnected from your stream.
Oh. Indeed you have. Let's see. I believe I'm still going on Twitch, so it's just a bit of funkiness on Discord. Let's see. Okay, there you go.
Nope.
No?
Oh wait, yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Oh, but I don't have any sound.
What? Alright, well, I'll confiscate it from you again. There you go.
There we go.
Weird that works. Huh. Anyway, I assume that there's been no interruption on Twitch. I can't tell for sure because Twitch feels the need to give me a nacho commercial. Twitch is
Okay, they're good.
Okay. Cool.
I'm a little disconcerted by them being cone heads and then also having a halo around the cone. I don't know, that's very strange.
Yeah, I honestly don't like the designs of the Nightopians. Like, they're supposed to be little dream fantasy elf dudes. Like, okay, sure, but I don't know. But so yeah, that is game.
It's good. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate this game a lot more than I did coming into it, because I just like barely got it at all before. Now I kind of get it. I'd say this is the kind of game I could really like, but like this game has everything working towards it, and it still doesn't reach as high as I would expect it to for me, but I still like it.
Yeah, I was very confused my first time through the game. For reasons we discussed, the game does not do a good job explaining itself. Now, part of that is you can make the argument that it's a game about subtleties and about interpretation and stuff like that, and I suppose, but I feel like it really doesn't do much to even begin mooring the player in its world, and it just a little bit might go a long ways.
Yeah, I think having some kind of grounding, like I mentioned before, Alice having to go into the rabbit hole, that helps you relate to Alice as a character and ground it in the sense of reality, so when all of these weird stuff happens, there's some contrast to that. It sort of wants to do that, but I feel like it doesn't do that enough. If it wants to be all about our own interpretations of things, it needs to have a little bit of a springboard so that it can encourage people to step up and make their own interpretations for this, so they don't just dismiss it and go, well, that was a lot of nonsense.
Yeah, I think that's what... I think they did that sort of thing with the Wii sequel. To be honest, I don't know much about that besides the fact that
either.
It's different kids, but but the same knights. Oh, hold up, little postscript.
It's exactly the same.
Yes, but you might have encountered it first with her, so they had to cover their bases.
Yeah, I guess.
No admonition to try the other kid's storyline, because we already did.
I think it would... It's weird, because I don't know how much the Wii game is totally a new game, or I know it mostly is, but I don't know if it's covering a lot of the same themes and whatnot. But regardless, I feel like this game could do a lot with an editor and a couple more passes and just a little bit more clarity. The last people that you want to alienate are new players, and I feel like unless you're predisposed to like quirky, weird things that do something different like I am, this is a hard sell for a lot of people, which is unfortunate because I think there is a hint of a good idea in there.
Unfortunately, yeah. But, yeah, I feel that. I think it's very easy to see why NiGHTS is a game that the character has outlived sort of the identity of the game itself. Because if you just have the character NiGHTS, that comes with it the fantasy and the, I guess, ideals of what it wants, what this artful game is going for. And that's able to exist outside the context of the game itself being unwieldy to approach. Or that allows itself to exist as a reminder of what people who may have encountered the game originally and gotten a lot out of it. It allows itself to be a way to access those feelings again without necessarily having to go through the motions of, what was I doing here? Like, I played this game before, and at the start of last session, you saw me kind of struggle to get out the rust and remember, oh yeah, these are the mechanics of this game. Now, one question that I'm going to be asking a lot within the context of this series, of this Spotlight Showcase playthrough, is to look at each of these games within the context of the Saturn's life cycle. I don't know that it really makes sense for us to ask that question for this game, because this is the first game we're playing, and also we're playing it anachronistically. But this does represent the midpoint of the Saturn's life cycle.
That could work in its own way, just because we know things are sort of building towards this and building away from this. But on the other hand, I don't know if this game is so different from your quote-unquote typical Saturn project that I don't know if it's necessarily a good comparison point, but it feels like it needs to be that comparison point anyway, just because it's by far the most famous Saturn game. So, I'm not sure.
And at this point, I don't know that we need to have much of an answer to that yet. But that'll be something that's, I think, is worth re-examining as we get more Saturn games under our belt and get a better sense for the, at least first-party identity of the Saturn. So I guess just have this as a benchmark in mind as we play some of the other games. And not necessarily the next game we're going to play, but once we loop back around to the beginning of the Saturn life cycle and start playing chronologically through releases, this will be an interesting point of comparison.
What those symbols mean, or if they're just nonsense.
These are each of the level symbols.
Well, yeah, I know, but what do those symbols mean in particular?
Well, these are mountains for Spring Valley. This is the forest, and so that's a tree. This is Soft Museum, and I assume that's a rolled-up door. Over here we've got... I forget what his stages are. Well, this is kind of a snowflake for the ice level. This was a beach, so I'm guessing those are waves. Alright, maybe that's a magnet. This one I'm not as confident on.
Well, no, that makes sense because you do hook to the well, there's that magnetic
Oh yeah,
section where you have to fly through, but
eh,
where the balls keep sticking to you. But then there's also the fly swatter, which you stick to.
that's right. Okay, okay, sure. And then these are both separate sides of twin seeds, so they're kind of seed shapes.
Huh. I would have thought those were eyes, but I guess they could be seeds, sure.
Well, what is a seed if not an eye? Nah, I got nothing.
Maybe having two of the effectively identical levels um, makes the completionists really annoyed because they go, well, one of them is higher than the other one, and that means I'm suboptimal.
And again, it's the same route, so it really says nothing but separate save files after a certain
Or,
point.
or I wonder if like the tasks might be slightly different because one character has a slightly different hitbox or some nonsense like that.
Oh gosh, that I don't even know. But, all right, we've got other ground to cover, so I am going to switch games here.
Okay.
For people on the stream, I'm going to just disable RetroArch for a sec while I switch this over. I'm gonna mute that as well. All right, so while I set this up, here's a quick question for you, Gooms, and for people in the chat to answer as well.
Uh-huh.
What is a holiday tradition that you either do these days or have done so in the past that you would consider a favorite? So what's a favorite holiday tradition of yore or of the present?
Um, let's see. Uh, we had um, a box of the 4 VHS tapes of the rankin-bass things, and then there was a separate 2-pack of Frosty and Frosty Returns. So, all in all, together that made 5 different videos, and we watched those usually once per year. It was Rudolph, Santa Claus is coming to town, um, Frosty, Little Drummer Boy, and Frosty Returns. Um, and then Year Without a Santa Claus was always my favorite, so we didn't. That was never part of a collection, I believe. So we videotaped that when it was on TV once. So we kind of unofficially added that to the collection.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, that's one thing we did.
Funnily enough, we didn't own. It was years before we actually owned any of the Rankin-Bass shorts, but
Mm-hmm.
I believe as an anniversary present or a wedding present or something, my grandparents gave my parents a VHS tape of most of those just recorded off TV. My parents' wedding was around Christmas. So for the longest time, that was my inroad to a lot of the Rankin-Bass stuff were these VHS tapes, those recordings of each of those, or a lot of the key shorts of those. So I very a lot of my memories of like Rudolph is specifically associated with very specific era bumpers, commercial bumpers for that aired with those shorts, as well as like 80s McDonald's commercials, weirdly enough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, same for Boom Gardner. Most of my inroads to Christmas Rankin-Bass media were VCR recordings my parents took. Nice.
I think most kids around our age did that sort of thing with their parents because it was like it was the boom of VCR recording because it was the first time you could like theoretically get an infinite supply of videotape recordings to watch. You just had to have more tapes. Um, so it cut in a way it was sort of magical because you could like get this piece of artwork and capture it and watch it infinite times. Um, Nowadays, of course, that doesn't mean anything because you can copy anything pretty immediately. But it's cool in the '90s.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, I think I need to reset Discord in order to share this the emulator with you again, Gooms. So you're going to drop out for just a sec. I will get you back in as soon as I can.
Uh huh.
Bear with me. All right, Gooms, you are back on the air.
Who are you and what have you done with LB?
Um, damn, he sussed me. Um, for another for my own answer, I can't remember if I've mentioned this on stream, but my family always does themed dinners for Christmas. For the longest time, it was different countries of the world where we'd pick a country and we would do a traditional Christmas dinner for that country. And so, like, we had a year that we did France. We had a year that we did Scotland. A year that we did, I think we did Spain. Although, to be honest, it
Or
spent so long I don't remember a lot of these.
sorry, what are we talking about? Christmas traditions. Yeah, any
Correct.
thing that you do each year.
I think we did Spain. I could not tell you what specifically we did. Like a lot of these are now 25 or so, or 25 years ago. And I'm just trying to remember what it was. I know one year everyone was sick, so we cheated by ordering pizza and calling it Italy. But for the most part, we tried to do local peasant food, with the idea being that, well, if you do aristocracy food, a lot of that is going to look very similar across different European countries. So we focus on a lot of more peasant food or more commonplace meals. Though we experimented a bit, like with France, I did my hand at doing a ratatouille. I think actually before the movie came out, so it was kind of fun to when the movie came out, and I was like, oh, I know what that is. Um, Last couple years, we've sort of moved away from doing countries, mostly because we've run out of countries with a predominantly Christian population that would have a lot of big traditional Christmas meals. And we've been pulling from a Dungeons and Dragons cookbook for different stuff. Like last year, we did a halfling themed dinner. This year, we're working on doing a dwarven themed dinner. So we're experimenting a little bit with it. I kind of miss doing the different countries of the world, but it's definitely a lot easier to just have like picking recipes from a cookbook that we happen to have rather than doing a lot of the research into specifics and trying to coordinate that. Hey, Boom Gardner, I am absolutely down to try to. I know that's your jam. I'm absolutely down to trying to figure stuff out, but within like with my pops and my sister and stuff, since we no longer live with each other, it's a lot harder to coordinate stuff. So it's just easier to loosen up a little bit on some of the restrictions. Or on some of the ideas. But I wouldn't mind someday going back to doing countries, because that was always my favorite holiday tradition. Oh, I should ping the server again real quick. Okay, but I should be squared up on my end, so hopefully this should work. Doop.
No sound.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to take that out on you, Gooms. Yeah, and yeah. So our first order of business is actually to... I'm just going to make sure that Twitch is getting this. Oh, nope, Twitch thinks that I really want to see the Avatar trailer. That's cool. Gooms, you're cool. Can you hear this?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to assume that our friends on the live stream see this. By far the best Avatar movie. Well, you don't have a lot of competition. Okay, so our first order of business is actually to set the date and time. Right now, this...
So is this one of the games that does something special when it's on Christmas?
More than that. So, this game technically contains 3 separate games. Actually, hold up a sec. Will says, on Christmas Eve, we would always go to my great aunt and uncle's house. My mom's side of the family is part Polish, so we had mushroom soup, fish, and pierogi, which from my understanding are traditional Polish Christmas foods. It was really nice. Ah, nice. I can't remember if we ever did Poland. I'm sure we did, but I do not remember that, what we did for that. But, okay. So, Christmas Nights is actually... changes quite a bit depending on date. We just need it to be in December for what we're looking for tonight. So I'm going to leave that as the date and time. We'll go ahead and let this opening play out.
I guess there were 2 reasons to play it first.
Oh, yeah.
City is covered with Christmas decorations. Is she mind controlled?
No. Why do they have to walk that fast?
Oh, they can't hear the audio, apparently.
Oh, right. Crap. There you go. Sorry, forgot to re-enable that.
Yep, you should restart this.
Very important. Hold on. Yep. We do that. Okay. No, you guys have to get the full effect. Knowing those keyboard inputs is going to be very important.
Also, didn't screw me up either.
Good.
Sonic Team.
Good. Sonic Team.
The city is covered with Christmas decorations.
Yeah. I think that's the
People
Night's
are
Eye.
looking for presents for their loved ones.
She sounds like she's being mind controlled
Among them
or
are
held a gun
Elaine
up to her
and
head.
Clarice.
reading the script.
They all look rushed. That gentleman, that lady, that old man. Why do they have to walk that fast?
Hey, Liam. Thanks for joining us.
Hey,
I will say they redubbed this on
In
the Steam
crowd,
release.
They feel something important
I
is
don't
missing.
blame them.
The streets look so beautiful. This is the most cheerful time of the year. But it seems like nobody is paying any attention to something important. Walking down the street, they find themselves in the middle of Twin Seeds City, facing the mammoth Twin Seeds Tower.
So the city is
It
Twin
is
Seeds
decorated
again.
beautifully, and the tower appears as one huge Christmas tree.
I mean, at least this version is explaining what the hell's going
However,
on.
Yes,
they realize
exactly.
what is missing from the Christmas spirit. The one thing nobody seems to notice. There is no shiny star atop the gigantic Christmas tree. Without it, the tree is incomplete.
Just like you, your parents will never be happy.
And that's all the setup we get. So, alright. Time to explain. Christmas Nights, as mentioned, was a demo release or a promotional release. For most of the year, this game is just Christmas night, or is just Nights into Dreams. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. For most of the year, this game is just Nights into Dreams, like demo or promotional or something. It is exclusively the first level of Clarice's campaign, Spring Valley, and nothing else. There are no changes. The only difference is that you can play as Elliot in that release as well, or in that level as well. That is it.
So that's what they included in the Steam release. And
Not quite.
no?
Bear with me. So
Okay.
for most of the year, this disc is just a demo of that. In November and January, this game becomes Winter Nights into Dreams. The theming changes a little bit in Spring Valley to be more wintry themed. I believe the characters get different costumes, and that's about it. But in December, the game becomes Christmas Nights into Dreams, and a whole lot of stuff changes. It is still just Spring Valley, but there's a lot more going on around it. In addition, the game will also celebrate other holidays as well, and we simply do not have time to look into all of that tonight, so I'll just throw it out right away. If you play this on New Year's, the characters have different outfits. If you play this on April Fool's Day, you play as Riala instead of Knights.
Okay.
And in fact, the boss fight at the end is not Gilwing, but is instead the Riala fight, except you're fighting Knights. Because April Fools. In June, does it become Pride Month Nights into Dreams? No, but I like where your head's at. Right, hold on. Let me just name our file here real quick.
There's a Mario fan game where the very last level, Super Mario Brothers Blue Twilight, I believe it's called.
Yes.
Or the very last level, you can only play if your internal computer clock is set to Halloween. So that's kind of along these lines, and that's sort of fun.
A bit, yeah. Now, the main gimmick of this game is what you see here. You have the Christmas Dream, which is the gameplay. You also have Christmas Presents. Throughout the month of December, you can unlock Christmas presents. Specifically, all of these. That is 24 different presents we can unlock.
I see where you're going with this.
The way we unlock them is by playing through the Christmas Dream. So let's not waste any time and let's jump right into it.
So it's an advent calendar?
Yes. Or there's a new name for. I've seen a new name for advent calendars that escapes me. A non-secular version of it, which fair enough. But that's the right idea of it. This game basically presents itself as an advent calendar.
To be fair, I never even made the connection that was a religious reference.
Oh yeah, 100%.
We never actually had an advent calendar or anything like that. So I never really put that together.
That's okay. Like even when I was a kid, most advent calendars were just you popped it open and there was a candy and stuff. So
right, gotcha.
The religious and the secular version of it are pretty similar, but
the main thing I know advent calendars from is Mission in Snowdrift Land, which is, for those that don't know, it was a Flash game that Nintendo made as an advertising thing, and it lets you play a different level every day in December.
I forgot about that.
And it had is mostly to advertise different Nintendo games, and they would play a video after you beat each level advertising it, but it was a platformer where you played as a snowman, and the actual game had little to do with the advent calendar aspect of it, but I guess it kept you playing for a month, so that's cool.
It's cute, yeah.
The original creator actually got the rights to the game separate from the Nintendo references, and now it's on Steam.
Oh,
so
nice.
That's cool too.
Also, I will warn you, get ready and hunker down for a lot of repeated loops of Christmas songs.
Well, I mean, that's to be expected.
I'm just warning you. We'll start with... we have to play as both kids, but we'll start as Claris. Spring Valley. Now, this is the level as we played it, except it's quite a bit different.
He's doing that Dawn sort of thing of having a winter coat on but no pants. Very strange.
See, there's Schleeple.
It's not a Christmas Nights exclusive, is it?
The enemy? No.
Okay.
The enemy was in the base game as well.
Yeah, I thought it was. But...
So, as you can see, Knights themselves has a different outfit as well. And I believe they do change appearances a bit depending on what day you're catching them, or when you're playing the game, or what have you. There's a Nightopian there. Now we won't be able to see all of it, but one of the things that they do during when the game is in Christmas Nights phase is background elements change every hour of the day.
Okay.
Just little things like weather and stuff, or stars start to come out as it gets later at night. You get an aurora effect. Snow picks up, stuff like that. But it does change throughout the day. Oh, sorry, man.
It's weird. It's almost like, to a certain extent, Christmas Nights is the tutorial I wish the game would have had. Not quite there, but it's a slightly easier inroad maybe if you would have played this game first.
So I'm going to be trying to make. I'm going to be making this argument throughout this play session, but I really like Christmas Nights, like way more than the base game of Nights into Dreams. Which, speaking of base game, I can now explain what the Steam release gives you is Christmas Nights, the way that we're playing it right now, but just devoid of the context of part of the year you get Winter Nights, part of the year you just get you get a demo of the main game's Spring Valley.
Oh, they just changed it to a menu and you can choose this or this or this?
Correct.
Oh, that's lame.
Exactly. Like, to be honest, I kind of would rather they just held off Christmas Nights for its own release if they weren't going to do much more than that.
On one hand, that kinda is good for me because, like, if I am gonna go back and play this sometime, which I probably will, at least I'm not losing any content. But for new players, that would suck, losing that sort of context behind it.
Okay, I gotta hurry. I don't want to end up as a kid.
Single-player games should have more holiday events like Christmas Nights. Yeah, I agree with that. They don't need to do a whole lot, but a little bit goes a long way.
I got the 2. Whatever.
It does sometimes run into the issue of, like, regional holidays, though. Which, like, for Animal Crossing in particular, that always made me wonder, like, could they have had all the Japanese holidays still in there, just called something else, and then also had all of the American holidays?
Although, I think over the years, they've tried to compromise with different regional holidays. Like, for the most part, it's universal stuff, no, I don't know that I ever caught that. For the most part,
Very
it's...
frequently celebrated stuff.
Yes. Like, I don't think there's ever been an Animal Crossing that observed Oban or anything like that. But at the same time, at least the GameCube one had a day for radio exercises, which is a very Japanese thing to commemorate.
Huh. I don't games add more obscure holidays. I think you mean you don't mind if games add more obscure holidays?
If that's the case, I definitely agree with that. Like, if you must do your due diligence to bring international players in, or just provide due context so we get what's going on, but by all means, employ local customs, have local culture, local flavor be a prominent part of the game experience.
Well, I think it'd be especially good in a game like Animal Crossing just because I feel like having more events in your regular routine of playing the game isn't necessarily a bad thing. It sometimes runs into an issue. People hate the Easter analog of New Horizons because it got in the way of playing the regular game. But as long as they're good as long as they're careful with that sort of thing, I think it's a good idea.
Also, get ready to fight this guy a lot. Naturally, they weren't going to import all of the bosses into this release. And like Gilwing isn't bad.
And the colors work well for him in this Christmassy vibe, I think.
Yeah, I really like that they did up his environment a bit, changed up his color palette.
But yeah, and sometimes you get some really cool context. I'm reminded of Tokimeki Memorial, where that's the game that taught me that White Day existed, and I think Valentine's Day with White Day also existing is a lot more interesting than just Valentine's Day by itself. But so I like that tradition a lot more.
I just like holidays in general. I'm in real life calendar, man. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Open your presents. We have to play a little matching game.
Okay.
Now let's see. Is that... Ah, not quite. We have a limited amount of moves, so it's pretty important that we try and memorize where these are.
Yep.
Alright, cool. That's one present. Ah, crap. Well, we can at least get these two. So that's 2 presents down.
Okay, so it's not quite play it 24 times.
And let's go ahead and check out those presents right away. We'll start with here. We go to the Knights Museum. And here we've got some character art.
White Day is interesting, as is the Japanese view of Christmas. I've had to explain more than once that Christmas is viewed like Valentine's Day, but that doesn't mean the two holidays switch places. Yeah, that makes sense.
Incidentally, if you've ever wondered why the name Knights is spelled like that, all caps but with the lowercase I, it is supposed to represent Knights' visual appearance, with the dot on the lowercase I being their gemstone.
Oh.
That
was not clear at all. They could have stylized the eye a little more, perhaps. But,
well,
like many things in this game, I appreciate the effort.
Review the logo once we get back to the menu screen. But,
I
yeah.
have it up right here on the...
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I have it in the menu, but yeah, I guess it does have the gem on it. I don't know, I just don't look at the bottom of their body as the bottom of the eye.
Yeah, basically. So, yeah, just a little bit of character art. Not a whole lot, but hey, it's nice to have that in a bundle, and it is a present. Now here we've got karaoke. Alright, here you go. It's a karaoke version of the credits theme from the main game.
This is super fun.
Alright, hold on. Let's see how well I do here.
Having all of these different actual presents. Very WarioWare. I can dig it.
Yeah, the presents are absolutely what makes Christmas nights for me. That and one other thing. In a dream I could see you are not far away. Anytime, any place, I can see your face. You're that special one that I have been waiting for. I hope that you're looking. Oh wow, it's going way quicker than I could tell. In my dreams, I can hear you calling me in the night. Everything's so sweet in your eyes. I feel there's so much inside. Whoops. In the night, dream delight, I want to see you standing there. In the night, dream delight, I found someone who really cares. In the night, dream delight, I want to see you smile again. In the night, dream delight, you're the one I've waited for. And it will run through the whole song, but I'll spare you having to listen to me. Oh, you can also pitch shift it if you want. In a dream we can do everything we want to. There's nowhere I'd rather be but here with you.
You can make your own Chipmunks album, I guess.
Or you can go really low. For the dream, one you're hoping for, love can come through an open door. Be strong.
As a baritone, I couldn't sing this, LOL. Well, now you can.
There you go. Dream delight, I want to see you standing there. In the night, dream delight, I found someone who really cares. In the night, dream delight, I want to see you smile again. In the night, dream delight, you're the one I've waited for. Alright, and it'll keep going, but let's duck out for a sec. Because you may have noticed when we first activated this, there was an additional prompt. Karaoke, Dreams, Dreams, but by hitting the A button, we will get the original song. Give it a minute. I have to get through the instrumental part. By the way, this is gameplay of what I did.
This singer's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Not the vibe I would have expected, but pretty good. Her as well.
It is very 90s, though.
Yes. Yeah. Half makes me wonder if they reuse these singers for Sonic R.
Oh, I don't know. But hey, guess what? We can modulate this as well.
I hope they took this feature in stride, the singers. I trained for weeks memorizing this song and getting all of these notes pitch perfect, and this is what you do to me.
come through an open door.
Just be strong. Strong like this manly voice.
It all sounds a little sinister, honestly. Let's make it light side again.
This is very, play it backwards and you can hear a demon energy.
A little bit, yeah.
If NiGHTS was more popular, you would have evangelicals claiming that. I'm positive.
Perhaps. And again, this gameplay is taken from my last run of this stage. This isn't just a pre-recorded demo. Oh. Important that you hit those woos and wows. All right. We've got other business to attend to. So, but yeah. So that is another one of the presents.
You should also sign your name using NiGHTS' movement. You haven't done that yet.
I don't think I'm that precise. Maybe if I had 3D controls, but all right. We played as Clarice. Now we play as Elliot. Now, Gooms, you were just talking about how you wished that Twin Seeds had taken different approaches of changing up the levels a bit for the different kids.
So this level does that?
Yes, for some reason, they held that mechanic over for the holiday demo.
Okay. Oh, it's upside down.
Well, it was always upside down, but this is genuinely a different route through the level.
Well, it's still cool, though.
Yes! But the music will always be Jingle Bells.
But yeah, there's actually very few explicitly Christmas-themed games in the world, which is sort of a shame. There's a lot of Halloween games, but I kind of like the vibe of playing certain games at certain times. So it'd be cool if like that was a concept more explored by things.
I'm trying to think of other specifically Christmas games. You have this, you have Xmas Shooting, a game that is a lot more fun than the title might suggest, out of context.
Yeah.
You have Parasite Eve, which is kind of a Die Hard situation.
Yeah.
What else? Santa Claus in Trouble, I guess. Elf Bowling, I guess.
Yeah. Like they exist, but like there's very few big projects related to it.
Are you talking about Christmas video games? Yes, we are.
Has anyone mentioned Ace Attorney? Not yet, but that's a good call.
That's almost Christmas.
Almost Christmas wasn't Christmas.
Although, strictly speaking, you do play on Christmas as well, but meh.
Technically, you don't play on Almost Christmas because that is talking about an event that happened in the past.
Oh, killed a man.
Although I guess does advancing the text during the briefer cutscene of Frank Solwick committing the murder, does that count as playing on Christmas?
I mean, you are technically playing, assuming that you're not the type of person who's like, oh, visual novels don't have gameplay. You're playing a game.
Right, but I guess is it implied to be a flashback / video of what happened, or is it you literally watching the events transpose as if you were a fly on the wall?
Yeah,
I could see an interpretation for either one.
I mean, you're not causing the murder unless you,
Well, flies on the walls usually don't cause murders, but...
Well, it's not a metatextual nightmare of, oh, no, you're a bad person because you advanced the text in the video game.
Again,
So
I
you caused a
wouldn't.
murder.
I wouldn't call a fly on the wall a bad person for happening to be there while the murder was taking place.
I mean, you don't know the flies, DL.
See you, Liam.
Alrighty, see ya, Liam. Banjo-Kazooie is 10% a Christmas game. Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
Is
If
Mario
we're
and
talking-
Luigi
if
a
we're talk-
Christmas game?
If we're talking about individual levels, I could go for a long time with that, but... I more so mean just full projects that are all about Christmas. I think a lot of projects don't get off the ground because there's this preconception that they're going to be cheesy and rely on a lot of iconography instead of doing anything novel with it. But I think that's a valid artistic question to ask and answer. Is just what is getting the essence of Christmas through a video game mean?
I mean, yeah, and it's one of those where there's a lot of ways to read it. Like, you can just do an aesthetics question, and like that's fine and all too. But I think there's really a lot to be said for taking something that at least does something with the idea and iconography. Like, I mentioned Xmas Shooting before. It's really not that complicated of a game. You're just playing as little Santa bunny girl who's trying to do the Santa thing.
Yeah.
But because of how it plays with its imagery, and I'm going to become Elliot in a sec here. Because of how it plays with its imagery and such, I don't know, and its music and stuff, you still definitely feel that sweetness of the ideals behind Christmas and stuff.
Yeah. It's got a goofy plot with the villain who owns a toy store, and the conflict of Santa taking away from their business. F.
It's okay, I got a C average.
Oh, it's okay that I flunked mathematics. I got a C average in the rest of my classes.
Friggin' home economics is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Also, Elliot's gill wing fight is mirrored. Just thought you ought to know.
If it makes you feel any better, I aced my CS final today. Well,
Oh,
congratulations, but I think that would be the opposite of making someone feel better.
If it makes you feel better, I didn't flunk. Nah, but good on you, man. Alright, there we go.
I only have a C average, but at least I flunked.
And now, because we beat both kids' story, we found the tree. And we get the ending.
With the help of knights, Elliot and Clarice found the star, shining in 7 colors. But the entire story was a dream. So, what was that star? They don't talk about the dream they saw. But there is one thing both of them know. Something special will happen after they embark on an adventure with knights.
Oh no!
Oh no!
They start feeling cheerful again.
Fearful? Okay, I'm not sure that matches what's going on, but okay.
Now, happiness, like the light of a small candle, starts filling the city once again.
Funny
Everything is
pratfall is
okay
funny,
now.
I guess.
Give a star of happiness to the heart of these brave children. Give a star of happiness to the heart of everyone.
Drawing prompt depict a crowd with varying levels
Merry
of
Christmas.
astonishment. Merry Christmas.
Okay. Alright, so that is Christmas night. But this is the reason why I brought us here.
And I guess because Christmas has that romantic element to it, they had to tie that in for Japan.
In a dream I could see you are not far away. Anytime, any place, I can see your face. You're that special one that I've been waiting for. And I hope you're looking for someone like me. In my dreams, I can hear you calling me in the night. Everything is so sweet in your eyes. I feel there's so much inside. Oh yeah. In the night, dream delight. I want to see you standing there.
See you, Will.
See you, Will.
Dream delight. I found someone who really cares. In a dream we can do everything we want to. There's nowhere I'd rather be but here with you. The stars above light the way only for you and I. I'm so glad I found the one I've been looking for. Keep the dream of the one you're hoping for. Love can come through an open door. Just be strong, and you're sure to find the one, find the way in the night. I want to see you standing there in the night. Dream delight, I found someone who really cares. In the night, dream delight, I want to see you smile again. In the night, dream delight, you are the one I've waited for.
God, I love that cover.
It's very nice.
All right. But we've got presents to open. Let's see. Elliot. No, bother. Doop. There we go. There's one. All right, that's all the presents. Hi. So we move on to the next board.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, no. He took our presents.
Try again. They took our presents, I believe.
Oh, yeah. I think Riel is also gender neutral. Krampus has arrived, basically. Well, let's at least see what we've got so far. We now have the Knights Museum for both of the kids. So we can look at some Elliot's CGI models and such. Tim?
In case you wanted some still images of the cutscene we saw.
Yeah. Tim Schleppen. It's the both of them. Yep. Yeah. And that's Elliot. Alright, but what about Claris?
What about Claris? Okay.
Just wait for it. Okay. You know, all of the Twin Seed seems to be kind of a futuristic city with some of the design aesthetics and stuff.
It is kind of weird that they integrated the headboard into the mattress like that.
Mm-hmm.
That seems very inefficient, but...
More cutscene stills and the gang. Okay. The Knights Museum presents are fairly quick, but...
Uh-huh.
Alright, and from here on out, our goal is to see how many presents we can unlock tonight.
Okay.
There's one in particular I'd like to get, but I'm not going... I'm hoping we can unlock that tonight. I'm not gonna worry if we don't get it. I'll just say what it is. But
Uh-huh.
I don't think this is a game we need to do multiple sessions with. But oh, that Nightopian fled because he's afraid of me because I've got a kill now. I think. I want to say the higher letter score we get in a given stage, the more presents or the more tries we have at the matching game. I don't know that that's the case for sure, but
It's kind of interesting that most of the song is Jingle Bells, but it doesn't open with Jingle Bells. It opens with, the Lord has come.
oh yeah. Oop, sorry, man.
Person?
Oh yeah, that cry was a Nightopian who was killed by me.
Oh yeah, forgot you could kill him. Nightopian.
You forgot about murder.
It's the most delightful Christmas murder of all time.
A very Merry Christmas killing.
It's a very visceral scream too, I have to say. Like, you could argue, without hearing that, you could argue, well, they're dream people, maybe they don't actually feel pain. No, that Nightopian felt pain.
He died and it hurt when he died.
Do you feel like a Christmas hero yet?
There you go. Knights was really missing out on the morality system.
Do you think you've saved Christmas yet?
Do you feel like a Kringle yet? Hello. Some lovely little birds.
Nice too.
The sequel to Nice One.
I never even heard of Nice One. And they're already coming out with Nice Two.
Maybe it's like Final Fantasy. It started with not one.
Gotcha. So I guess it's like Team Fortress or Street Fighter
There you go.
or Mega Man. Oh,
Oh, crap. I want to be the kid.
thought you wanted to be the guy.
Yeah, not the kid.
Oh. Fair enough.
Here we go. Athena! I don't actually know what is being said there.
F.
Alright, well I can make up for this F. Well, missed a bunch. Oh, crap. Back. Ah, I dilly-dallied. No! Frick! What? Why? But I was there!
Athena!
No! I don't want to wake up! I want presents!
F.
I don't think I'm going to do very well. Oh, well. I'm gonna try not to boost so much.
Wouldn't you got a higher score if you would have spent the time to collect all those orbs you dropped?
Well, yes. In point of fact, I absolutely would have. Alright, nice. Oh, wait, I still don't want to boost. So, because I didn't boost, I get a higher modifier at the end of all of this, I think.
Huh.
Ah, D. I hope that still means I get presents. Okay, alright, cool. Just doing some quick math. Alright. There
Reala
is...
no longer exists.
Well, that Reala. I suspect there's still another Reala hiding in here. Just out of curiosity. Alright, placement of the tiles is consistent.
There probably has to be because it's an even number.
Oh, wait, I think...
That
Oh,
was-
no, they did
no.
switch it up. Okay.
Well, top left had the NiGHTS.
Ah, okay, you're right. And it was this one?
I think it's one to the right.
Good call. Alright, well that's okay. Every bit counts. We'll just have to remember where stuff is. I need you to call back on your Yoshi's Island training.
You know, usually that training didn't expect me to remember it for 10 minutes.
Alright. Another set of pictures. It's the NiGHTOpians!
That angle isn't too unflattering, I suppose. But it's just when it's pointing out of that, it just looks so strange. Although the eyes and the mouth also look strange from this angle.
Also dig the ear and the fingers on his left hand.
Oh yeah, wow. Oh
There
god.
you go. Can I zoom in? No, okay.
Oh god, that one's
Rotate
somehow
it a little
worse.
bit. It's got this sleepy.
The previous one's worse because he's not looking directly at you. It's like he's staring off into the distance while he's thinking about all of the horrible things he's done.
There he's fishing for strawberry cake, I guess. Aw.
Oh, that one's nice. They should have had them close their eyes the whole time.
I'm sure that's supposed to be kind of a flowy, dress or whatever that he's wearing, but
Yeah.
hard not to see a bit of a tum and derriere with this guy.
Yeah.
He's partying in the woods for some reason. And that's it.
Well, enough of that guy. Worst Christmas present ever.
This is the day you open on your advent calendar and you get, like, I don't know, insert your least favorite chocolate flavor here.
Or like, pencils.
There you go. Alright, this time around I'm just going to try blitzing through the level. Low
Okay.
score. No really taking advantage of bonus time. This is the waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning to open presents experience. repeated visits to the tree, I guess.
You'd think it'd be a little more subtle than this, like trying to rewrap your present.
C for can I open just one?
Yeah, so at bare minimum, you'll probably get like C just for finishing it if you don't lose all your orbs from being a dummy.
For being a stupid child.
Yeah. A stupid idiot baby.
Okay, so obviously our main focus of the game for this playthrough is its merits as for the seasonal content and stuff. But what is your take on this game from what you've seen in terms of a demo of the base game?
I think weirdly having it just be one level is sort of a good way to prime you into playing it a bunch of times, because if you play the hell out of this one level and then you go to nights and it suddenly has 9 levels that pretends it has 10 levels, that'll seem a lot more robust, and like you could spend days on that if you spent one day playing this game. So I think this is good, maybe not necessarily for getting the mechanics, but getting you into the headspace of trying to master it.
Well, that's
so
interesting.
I think that's almost more important, is to get you on board with what the game is trying to do, rather than to teach you mechanics necessarily.
Give me one more. Okay, thank you. Out of here.
Since I played it earlier, it does kind of remind me of how it exists in the world. It's sort of like Peggle Extreme. Because that was sort of a demo of Peggle that came with the orange box.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But I feel that game, since the vibes are completely different, and like you only have one playable character instead of being able to choose which Peggle master you have, which is a huge mechanic of the game.
Mm-hmm.
It sort of creates the feeling like it's a good separate experience, but maybe not necessarily a good showcase of the rest of the game. I feel this game's a lot more successful in being standalone, but also showcasing a similar kind of appeal that the main game has.
think that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
And like especially with the presents, it encourages you to play the same level a million times, which is what you would be doing with the main game anyway.
Very organically gets you to the points of mastery with how you should be thinking about the game and experiencing this as an overall package and such.
And like maybe you could say it's a little repetitive, but also it was a promotional disc, so you can't be too mad at it.
Yeah.
And especially back then, you just appreciated having any new game. Having one more game in your collection meant a huge amount of difference back then, before our backlogs were insurmountable.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's see.
You might have touched that one before.
I think I did. Yeah. Crap. Oh, time. We've
That
seen
one's in the
time.
bottom left. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's here. Have we seen this Weebus?
Believe so, maybe. Top left.
No. Alright, let's see what we've got. We have a time attack mode and Knight's Museum. We'll check out the museum first. I think this is going to be the bosses. There's Gilwing, there's Puffy, there's the Claws.
Claws? Yeah.
There's Gulpo.
Gulpo, yeah.
Jackal. Riella. Wait, Riella's buff.
Yeah.
I think I noticed that before. Wiseman, and it's just all the bosses. Still. We'll be talking about Virtua Fighter later into this SEGA Saturn showcase, but one of the things that bears mention is there was a release in Japan that was exclusively this type of artwork, like not even actual gameplay, just a gallery of artwork for the Virtua Fighter characters.
It was a commercial release?
I believe
not
so,
a promotional disc? Wow. That's interesting.
It's indicative of how big Virtua Fighter was in Japan.
Huh.
Now let's see what we've got for time attack. Fly fast and collect all items. Go, 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 go. This music, of course, is the song that plays in Sonic Adventure, where Vault, collect all items! Okay. Hey, wait a second.
And now you have all of them?
Best lap.
Yeah, you collected all 29. And also the 30th one.
There's a Donald Duck cartoon where he steals from the nephew's piggy bank. And the whole thing is just him dealing with this guilt that the narrator inflicted on him by encouraging him to steal from the nephews and such. But finally, at the end of it, he's earned the money back. He pays. He's depositing all the coins back into the piggy bank, and the narrator is meticulously counting it all out, and then it ends with, "And a nickel for change." This is just gonna keep going. I think this does just go on infinitely.
Oh.
Well, let's hit 10 laps, I guess. Oh, that. Yeah, 10 laps.
Do 11. Just.
Yeah, okay.
Just, it might be 10 total and end on 11.
That was my best lap. But no, I think it's just gonna keep going.
I guess it's just to find the best lap and keep going until you want to get the best lap.
Yeah, okay. Alright. But yeah, you can try and get a top score on that. Or a best time or what have you.
That's another thing I think that they could have easily put into all of the levels, but it's cool.
Oh, no, that's, that is still, Jingle Bells. It's just, oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh,
Oh, it was, because the other ones are,
I think you're thinking of
the Lord has come. Dun 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 dun. That one. That's called
Joy to the World. I think
Joy to the World. Yeah.
they're doing that as the menu music, not the stage music.
Oh, maybe.
Bring me up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. not mind.
Nobody asked your opinion.
I know that what it's trying to communicate is that I have done no loops, but I cannot fathom how that comes across.
I thought it was like, yeah, you did pretty well. I do not mind that score.
See, I like that interpretation, but no, it's because we're getting that in place of nice 1, a nice 2, or what have you. Because we got a nice 0, and it's not about to compliment 0 now, is it?
Oh, maybe it's like, well, you could have done better, but I do not mind that score, I guess.
Okay. Alright, well that's nice. I can respect that as a sentiment.
Like maybe it's trying to say, don't worry about it. Just keep going. You're doing great.
Do not mind how you did. It is fine.
C's across the board.
And I'm going to seize the day against this guy. Ow. One more.
So I guess the whole idea with him is he's like a lizard dropping in his tail each time you hit him.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Except instead of his tail dropping, it's his... No, it is his tail. Well, okay. Good. Thanks, me. Alright, presents! What haven't we opened yet?
As top right, I believe.
Very nice. Okay, this Dweebus, where was he?
I think we might have clicked this one, but
Damn.
maybe right below it.
No! We got our presents confiscated. Riella, more like Riella, piece of shit. Let's look at some more pictures. Wait. Oh. No, that includes the new presents. Oh, no, he's right here.
Yeah.
Or they're right here.
Was the second knight's portrait.
Alright, now that's them flying. They're extremely well animated hands. Knights has no neck.
Well, I think they do. It's just that there's a collar there.
No, because you can kind of see... you can see the back of the collar on the left one, and it's just a floating head. They've got kind of the
Well,
Ray-Ban
yeah,
thing going.
I mean, there's no neck modeled, but I think that the the intention is that there's a neck hidden behind the collar.
Fair. Okay. Anyway, that's that.
Although, actually, looking at the concept art on the front of the manual, it is sort of like a black void there, so you can't even really tell for that.
The hands were presented in the same way too, so I guess I'm not sure. Like the top spin you can do. Okay, well, thank you.
I guess Knights shows up not only when you need courage, but also just when you're like excited about Christmas.
I guess the idea is that Knights was there because the kids wanted to help revive Christmas spirit in Twin Seeds. But yeah, pretty much. I mean, how would you like to be the patron saint of both dreams and Christmas? I'm just saying, if you had to multitask, it's not a bad thing to multitask with.
I mean, that's basically just Santa.
You know what? You're not wrong.
Maybe dreams in a more metaphorical sense, like the childhood wonder or something, but dreams nonetheless.
Aw, he's playing a flute. I think he was playing Silent Night, too. That's cute.
Maybe the Nightopians aren't so bad when they're low-res models like that, or low-res billboarded images like that. Just the actual models are terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, like the sprite work is cute. That's one thing that came up in, or sort of. It's something that was discussed in interviews for the game, actually. Apparently, Yuji Naka and other members of the dev team were extremely reluctant to move on to 3D models, and kind of just wanted to develop in 2D. I think actually this gameplay style of just flying along tracks was a compromise in that respect.
Yeah, it feels that way, especially because this is like very, it feels very much like Sonic, but we can now you can move in any direction instead of just the directions that the level dictates you move in. guess Nighttopians are birds. They have wings and they hatch from eggs.
Well, by that logic, Chow are also birds.
They're not? They even go, Chow! 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 Like a bird call.
What bird goes Chow, Games?
It sounds like a bird could make that noise. Okay. I don't know, some sort of jungle parrot or something. Chow, chow, chow. What's their mating call?
Oh, it's their mating call. Wow.
Yeah.
C for seems like we're going to open more presents. Alright.
It's not Spring Valley anymore. Should be Winter Valley.
Maybe it's spring as in water.
Maybe.
Okay, let's see. Cake. Have we had cake? Was this
I
cake?
don't think so. Maybe.
No. Although that
That
guy...
was the green one in the middle.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Cake! Alright, let's not bungle this. Link.
That was the purple one. Oh no, it wasn't. My bad.
That's okay. That's okay. We will have an extremely easy time matching of the that and then moving on to the next board.
Yes.
Alright, but what do we have for now? Knight's Goods.
Merchandise?
In
Yes.
fact, right on the money. You could get a little knight's hat, although I don't know why it's pure black.
Man, this stuff must cost a fortune now, all of it.
I'm guessing that's a bed sheet and then an actual knight's bed. That's like a really low bed. No, like, does that bed just sit on the floor like that?
Well, I guess it's like a, what do you call it? Bedspread. Because it's a Japanese game.
Yeah, I suppose. Ball cap. I actually like that shirt.
Yeah.
It's a nice shirt. Knights and Joypolis coming summer 1996.
I like that folder. It's a nice folder.
Pretty much. Okay, actually, that shirt on the right, that one's really nice. Although, I can't tell if it's white or light gray, but either way, definitely wouldn't last long for me, that clean.
Yeah.
A little, mice pad. Nice pad.
That you can have for ice pad.
Yeah, okay. Ah. You can
Again, the Nighttopian is ruining this image.
You can have all sorts of nice little presents and then a single freak. Also Riella. Why is Knight's dancing there in the middle?
Yeah, they're just grooving.
And that's a loop. Oh, hello. Wait a sec. Am I able to get more information? Okay, tells us region. That's pillowcase. And memo pad.
What? It just looks like the bed.
Oh, that's
but
rather
it's a
cute,
memo pad.
actually.
Yeah.
Okay, I retract my earlier sass. T-shirt for 94 E3 staff. Okay. And likewise with the cap.
Rip E3.
Yeah. Telephone card and postcard. Joypolis must have been some show that Sega was putting on. Promotion in Japan. Another promotion in Japan. Now on sale, Japan. Oh, it is now. Nice. Oh. Okay, I guess that just covered it. Oh, keychains. Okay, of course. That's cute. Let's see.
Sandwich, I believe.
No, that was the goods.
That one, yeah.
Do we have more horrifying imagery? We do.
Yes.
Oh, he's got mitten hands. That's what's going on.
Yeah. I guess that one's okay, just because that's a shocked expression, so the wide eyes actually make sense in this context. But...
Yes. Also, accurate depiction of our reaction to this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's cute. Okay. Although I don't love the cheeks.
Yeah.
I don't think his ears are connected to his head.
I think they are through exactly one point. That's it.
Well, see, again, seeing knights is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Then, okay.
And
Movie
there's that.
1. Okay. So many copyright strikes for this same song at the bottom, sure.
Oh well. It's kind of inevitable.
In a dream I could see you're not far away. Anytime, any place, I can see your face. You're that special one
Yeah,
that I've been
see,
waiting for.
their collar has like a black void in them, so you can't really tell if they have a neck or not.
In my dreams, I can hear you calling
Did it cut out
me
there?
in the night.
Oh no, he's about to be run over! Ah! Oh no, he can't hear us because he's wearing AirPods!
This is horrible looking to you. Were they so bad at the game that they thought this is what the game was?
I'm guessing that this looked better on not Saturn. Hey, wait. What's... Oh, no, this is the match.
Well, it looks better, but what do you mean it looks better? Bad gameplay is bad gameplay.
Oh, the gameplay quality. Yes. Okay.
Well, I'm just saying that, like, why are they showcasing getting hit as the kids of the specs? Of all things.
To make it feel bigger, I guess.
As
In a dream we can do everything we want to. There's nowhere I'd rather be but here with you. The stars above light the way only for you and I. I'm so glad I found the one
Because
that
out of context, it looks like
it looks like it's part of a grand adventure through exploring this wide open environment. That's very much not that.
yeah.
Screw that boss.
Yeah.
To see you standing there in the night, dreamed at night. I found someone who really cares. In the night, dreamed at night. I want to see you smile again. In the night.
Soft museum still cool. I can tell what it was saying. Yeah, see, like, you put sledding adventure out of context and it doesn't feel like it would be part of the same stage.
we could be together forever.
This game has a lot of moments that feel like they could be expanded to a full level, but you only spend 10 seconds with them.
Yeah.
You're the one I waited for.
I dream of you, girl.
Yeah.
I wonder what they're saying in so too. Oh well. I guess they said it. Oh, excuse me. Here we go. Okay. July unnecessary comma 5 necessary comma 1996. So yeah, July 96 release date. But all right. Admittedly starting to lose a little bit of steam, but I still want to see if we can't get that one thing. I don't know if it... I think it might be part of the next table of presents. Oh, right. Because the hour has shifted, it's now starring out.
Oh yeah, we did get to see a little bit of that. That's cool. I always think snowy environments look the best at night, for sure.
Yeah.
I think the contrast of the bright white snow with the darker sky looks really nice.
There's something about a really good snowfall where it looks cold. Like, obviously, try and keep warm and stuff, but when you're in a position to just watch the snow fall idly, like from a window or something, there's something to that sensation that feels cold, even if you yourself are presently warm.
I guess it's just association. Like, you associate it with feeling cold, so even if you don't feel like that directly, you remember the times you did feel that way.
I think that's it, yeah. I'm even just blitzing through it without trying to build up score. I'm still consistently getting C's. That's encouraging.
Yeah, I think just doing it without failing gets you a C. Which I think that's kind of how they should do it. As long as you don't mess up and get hit, then you get the minimum score. But you're going to have to be a little riskier if you want the higher score.
Alrighty. Alright, make sure I don't bungle this one.
Can you handle it?
Yes! Oh, thank goodness.
Goes in the square hole. What's up?
Alright. Yep, the thing that we're looking for should be in here. And that's it. We just need to find its match.
Okay.
I mean, I
Might as well get it.
I might as well. I might as well grab that too. Alright. Alright. Easy enough to remember. Top right. We just need to find
Yep.
the other one.
It's good to clear those out so we don't pick them again and we can showcase a little more content anyway.
That's true. Alright. We've got Link Attack. Which...
So you got to get the most, the highest link possible, I guess.
Yes, indeed. I think it's going to be the same.
Again, another thing they should have included in Night proper. It's just strange that they didn't have all these extra modes to get a little bit of more play value out of the stages.
This is interesting as well because this is not Spring Valley. This is the ice stage that's
Oh yeah, it is.
that Elia had. Got the train and everything.
Yeah. So you get a little extra preview.
Interesting. I'm not gonna keep going on here, but it is neat
Yeah.
that exists.
That is fun.
Let's see. Melody box.
Sound test.
Not quite.
Okay, so it's a music maker?
I believe so, yes.
I mean, they're just doing each stanza in order. It's not really like you're making music, but like you're picking one of 4 pre-made stanzas, and then it just moves on to the next one. But I guess it's kind of neat.
Then I can enter Dream. Oh, and I get the music that I made. Let's try and speedrun this.
I wonder if they'll even give you presents for this.
I was wondering that too. Well, let's see. it is a, hey, do custom music thing, I wouldn't think it would specifically be preset to like, Christmas.
Well, it could be. They could be stanzas of different Christmas songs.
Yeah, it could be. Oh, I guess, okay, fine. Alright, well, let's see. Give me Gilwing.
Asking you shall receive.
I know. Crap. I'm gonna get a D at this rate. Oh, why? Why?
Watch it.
Maybe that is what they're saying.
Yep.
D for don't get too excited, kid. Alright. What about them sweet, sweet prezzies? Yeah, baby! Alright. That's town. Did we see this NiGHTS elsewhere?
We did. It might have been the one diagonally upright, but
nope. That's okay. What haven't I done? Ah. I don't think we actually got anything that round.
we didn't.
That's okay. We're scouting. We're scouting.
Do you remember any of those?
I remember which ones Sonic is.
Besides Sonic?
Not really. NiGHTopian Collection. Oh, okay. So this is the A-Life system's consequences at display. These are the different NiGHTopians within Spring Valley. One of them's just an egg. We see that they're all in pretty good moods, though, with knights. That means that we've largely been defending them and letting them live their own lives. Also, we've been hatching their eggs as we run into them. If we went out of our way to hurt the NiGHTopians, they'd be a lot more pissed in that meter on the bottom right. Meepian, I forget what that is, but I know that's also, like, that's an evolutionary offshoot, I believe, of the NiGHTopians.
Oh, so if they... Is that like the Dark Chow version of them?
I think it is, yeah. I want to say you can unlock a version of that within the main Nights into Dreams as well, and that lets you scroll through each of the different stages, checking stuff. Oh. Okay, let me go.
I think I appreciate Christmas Nights more for what it is than I appreciate Nights for what it is. It's just Christmas Nights is a lot less than what Nights is.
That's sort of where I'm at, yeah. Like, they're... Like, yeah, of course, Nights into Dreams has its thematic motifs and its character stories and stuff like that. And, I'm not knocking any of that. At the same time, it's the appeal to me with Christmas Nights is that it's so small and yet it's doing so much with what it is.
Mm-hmm. Very minimalist in that sense.
Yeah.
And it's hard to really get that minimalism from Nights proper because it keeps feeling like it's trying to reach for something bigger, and maybe that's not what this should be reaching for. But especially in the 90s, everything had to be big. So I get it, but maybe that makes it less of a interesting project. I'm glad that digital distribution exists these days so that you can get these kind of poem games that only last you a little while.
It's, among other things, it's one of many reasons why it'd be nice to have Saturn games in the regular available. And yeah, this is on Steam, but in general, for an era that maybe not like this, but had its own fair share of experiments, it's just kind of a shame that so much of it is so obscure.
Mm-hmm. It's weird though, because on paper, yeah, they were firmly number 3 in the console race. Even probably in Japan, where they did a lot better. Mm-hmm. But it feels like it shouldn't be as obscure as it is. Maybe that's just because Sega had such a huge legacy beforehand, but...
See?
sixth night.
I do believe that iterates for quite some time. Okay, let's try this again. Come on. Have we not done?
That sucks.
Well, that's getting.
I guess we haven't.
It's removing it from the board.
Yeah, I guess we haven't done that one yet.
I'll be Elliot again for parity between the two kids. Come on, come on.
So yeah, why is Wise Man the villain of this game and not Riala?
Well, so Wise Man is so Wise Man is control of the Nightmare, fiendish creatures who have taken over Nightopia and are spreading nightmares and stuff. Riala is one, and Knights is another one. Knights is just the good Nightmare.
Huh. I kind of assumed that Knights was a Nightopian, but I guess not.
Nope. Come on.
Name like Nightmare and kind of invokes negative association stuff, but I guess that just means any kind of dream creature.
Well, I mean, they're Nightmaren because they are creatures of nightmares. It's just that.
Well, I guess Knights would be a creature of nightmare, but they don't seem to be a nightmare because they're not scary.
Again, it's there we go. I guess I'm a little fuzzy on how all of that works myself. I know that like I think some sorry, words are failing me right now.
Alright.
There was an Archie Comics run of Nights into Dreams. Very, very shortly lived. I don't even know that it was more than one story, but it does explore the idea of Knights being a good-natured Nightmare who eventually decided to oppose Wise Man.
Okay, so the idea is that they are contrary to what you would expect their nature to be. It's like a gooey dark matter situation.
Yes, there you go. Just fly past all of these things. Almost. little more. There we go.
It'll be interesting when we do another game in this series starring a protagonist who goes against their nature.
Heh. Yeah, huh? I didn't even think of that. Okay. I suspect we have one more Riella hiding in here somewheres.
In theory, we should have less likelihood of hitting them, though.
Yes, in theory. I think you were here. Nope.
No, not there. Or are you looking for Sonic?
Well, I am looking for Sonic.
I know that one is the green one at the bottom, but you might not care.
Might as well. Okay, well, which one was that one?
Sure.
Nope. Huh? Present. I think this is just going to be background art. Yeah. Oh, that's nice too, though. It's renders of each of the stages.
So you got one more run in you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Trying to think of where I haven't hit yet.
In retrospect, we probably should have wrote these down as we were doing it.
Actually, yeah. One more. Come on. Okay, go. Come on. No, damn it. Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
Doesn't really matter. You get 5 tries no matter what.
I think it does fluctuate based on letters.
Maybe. But even on a D, it looked like you got 5. I went to.
Just kick the air there.
Okay, here we go.
Duh. Four. Okay.
Oh no, it's 4. Okay.
All right. What is there left to do? This one? I feel like this one.
Well, we haven't hit that one before.
I also think that is going to be the last Riella to crop up in these.
Uh-huh.
Let's do it like this. Just make everyone pissed.
This composition relates to your frustration at seeing Riala that last time.
There you go.
I have to say, I think the music lines up a bit better when you don't mix and match it as much.
Yeah, I kind of feel that. It is neat that it is a pretty different composition.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yep.
Well, it's the power of music. It's actually kind of weird that does cut
Why
it.
is the power? Why is the power of music playing?
Well, it's gone now, but those rings that I've been flying through with the orbs that look in such a way, those give me a little trailing light behind me.
And are those score modifiers? Or?
No. Well, that's the mode that I get into when I'm getting nice ones and nice twos.
But what does it do?
With each loop you make, get a mild score modifier.
Gotcha. Oh. Yeah, I knew you were getting points from doing loops sometimes, but I didn't realize why it wasn't always triggering it. I guess it's because you need the power for that to happen.
Yep, whoop, hello.
Okay.
Gill Wing.
I said he was like a lizard before, but if he has gills, I guess he's a fish.
Maybe he just has them on his wings.
Maybe his name's just Gill.
Oh, and like Wing is his last name or something.
Yeah. Mr. Wing as my father.
There you go. Ah, darn it! I do that. Darn it. Why? Why?
Oh, that's gonna be a 4 now. Oh well.
Dream delights. Should be D for dude taking extra presents. Okay. No, you know what? There is still a Riella in here.
Okay.
It's an odd amount. There has to be. Oh, this is going to be potentially annoying. Okay. Any guesses where we haven't picked?
Not really, to be honest.
Alright.
Maybe somewhere in the middle, towards the middle or the bottom.
We've seen that before. There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
And a bonus.
Alright, that's okay.
We got the one we came for.
Yes. Good. Whew. Before we check that out, though. Ow. Couple more museum picks. Oh, this is box art, I believe. So that is the European version of box art, but it's also, I believe, the insert in the Japanese version. That is mostly the version they used for the Japanese cover. Well, this isn't box art per se, but I don't know if this is merch, but like looks like a lot of stickers, pins.
Uh-huh.
And no details on this one. Of course, that's our friend. Oh, see, that's nice. Key art of all the nice guys.
Huh.
Knights in front of the moon, and that's Lou. Alright. Alright, no. This is the one we want. Sonic. Into Dreams. And here we go. Fully playable Sonic.
Okay. With sound effects.
Yep. Alright.
Oh. Wait, you don't turn into...
Nope.
You don't fly?
Nope. You are just Mr. the Hedgehog.
Oh. That's wild.
So
I would not expect them to just put like what's effectively an entirely different game mode within this character.
Yes, indeed. This also means that this is the truest example of a 3D Sonic game for the SEGA Saturn.
Yeah, that's wild. Crazy. I would have expected it just to be like you play as Sonic when you would play as the kid, and you're like Super Sonic when you would play as Knights. But
Nah.
even that would have been cool, but this is even better.
Alright, so... there we go. That's round 1. Ah, not a good score. That's okay. As long as we're getting, as long as we beat it by, within an hour, we've got the new high score.
Probably pretty hard to get a high score on this mode, just because you can't fly. But
Truly a high score, yeah.
But I could imagine people separately competing in this mode, and that's kind of cool.
You have to appreciate just how much he's booking it, too. Like, it's definitely not a friggin' if you're looking at this as a Sonic game, obviously, there's no comparison to basically everything else. But as an idea of go fast, you got that. Oh, water hurts. Water continues to hurt. Also, is that colored purple or pink or whatever?
Yes,
like
it's
chemical plants?
purple.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, that's cute.
For what it's worth, I do think they got the physics 2 3D done pretty well. It's just like there's not really any level design to speak of.
Right.
Weirdly, it's kind of close to the Knuckles section. It's Sonic Adventure.
I suppose so, yeah. I need more. That's one. Whoopee. Okay. Ah, there we go. Hey. Alright, cool. Let's head back over here.
Hey, we might get some presents for this too, so we'll get one more roll.
Yeah, okay. Something around here was... oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. Oh, not perfect, but that's okay.
I do have to say those rings feel annoyingly out of reach as Sonic, though.
Yeah, they do. That little hat is a stocking, I think. That's cute. I went really far away. Alright. Now, how do we fight
Yeah, how's
Gilwing,
the-
you're wondering?
Yeah, well, let's see.
We don't. We fight Robotnik.
Okay, that's cute.
Where'd he go? Oh, he's over here. Also, something that I totally would not recognize if I hadn't seen it pointed out to me. This is the, I believe, the Japanese boss music for Sonic CD.
Oh yeah, it sounded similar, but I wasn't sure exactly where. Kind of cool that they snuck a secret second boss in here.
Yes, indeed. Okay, the puppy fight is actually a lot harder when you can't just fly freely.
Yep.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yep, nope. Get back here. Get back here.
I guess this could be used as another one of Robotnik's out of mech feats, like being able to outrun Sonic.
I think if we're counting this, we're starting to get in trouble. Wow.
Hey, Sonic, get a load of this!
I mean, okay. Progress. There we go. Got.
You rolled him to death. Nope, no presents.
Well, that's okay. And then, of course, there are other presents that we can get, but I think that's good for us.
Yeah, most of them are museum stuff anyway. So
The Sonic Into Dreams is the main, the biggest novelty of the set, I believe. I think.
yeah, there was one more. There was one more movie, probably an ad we didn't get, and then some more concept art. But
I think there's a secret 25th present you get if you get everything else. Oh hell, let me just, since we're not going to be covering that otherwise. Just confirming what that is. I'm not seeing what that is. Oh well, I think then oh well, doesn't matter.
maybe
doesn't
this
matter.
time
like
next
I said,
year or something. Maybe next year we can wrap up these last couple of them.
sure.
See how we feel about nights after having presumably gone through all of the other Christmas games. I mean, all the other Saturn games.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to round it out a bit.
Yeah.
But all right, so I think we've pretty thoroughly covered our thoughts throughout this. But any last notes before we call it here?
No, I think it's very cute, very nice. Probably one of the best things at being the very, very specific thing that it is. And I wish there were more things like it, but I get why there isn't. Hard to market this sort of thing, but I'm glad that it exists at least.
Well, and like to that, like I said, how you could have gotten access to this back in the day was inconsistent across regions. Sega kind of wanted to make money off of it, but especially internationally, they were like, dude, you can't justify just selling this.
The Saturn was having a lot of issues, and something this weird of a release probably wasn't helpful.
Definitely not. Especially not at this time in late 96, or for a lot of people, early 97. I think this was a January release in a lot of territories, which...
That makes it even worse.
Yeah.
Not only because A, you're trying to sell a Christmas game in January, but B, also with the in-game clock that just locks you out of the main selling point.
Unless I guess you futz with, I think if you futz with the system clock on the SEGA Saturn, then maybe you could do it, like, since we were talking Animal Crossing earlier, time traveling that way, but, like, at that point, what's the point? But, yeah, no, if you're going to do a demo release, it's nice to have a little thing here or there extra, or to do little courtesy things like, I don't know, transferring saves over and stuff. So this is above and beyond what I would expect of a demo release.
I like that it's a demo release, and it gets you invested in the game, but there's something that for people who have already played the game as well. So,
definitely.
And like, usually people aren't going to bother to explore that because it's a demo. Why would I play the demo? But I think it's a cool thing.
Likewise, definitely.
But alright, we'll have a new game next time, but that won't be for a while. So
Right, we'll be skipping next week for the holidays. We are still streaming Fridays, so tune in for our Slide 3 session then. But we'll be out all of next week. The week after that, the 30th, we will be back to formally start our SEGA Saturn series retrospective with the launch title and the selling point for the SEGA Saturn, Virtua Fighter. So
alrighty.
Be sure to tune in for that. But until then, thank you for joining us. We hope you all had fun, and we will catch you on the next stream.
Catch you next time.